shoulder presses or military presses. Now, the only difference between these two exercises, when it comes to military presses, usually people refer to an exercise, a shoulder pushing exercise with a barbell as opposed to dumbbells. Essentially, there's not much difference between the two, except with dumbbells you need a little bit more shoulder stability to maintain the load as you're pushing upward. The positioning is actually what I like to accentuate here. So keep your knees a little bit soft. Watch that as you press up, your lower back doesn't start to arch too much. Okay, so just make sure your lower back is not quite flat, but it doesn't go into hyperextension or anything like that. A good idea whenever you press over top of your head anything to just pay attention if your belly button drives inward. That's basically a sign that your deep abdominal wall contracts. So as you're pressing up in the shoulder presses, your belly button should move inward. And as you see, I'm pushing in a cone position. So I'm starting out from a bit further, and as I'm pushing up naturally, my hands are coming in a little bit. It's a good idea to not to touch the dumbbells on the top, so you need to keep using all the stabilizer muscles in your shoulder to stabilize your dumbbells up high as well. If you touch them to each other, it requires less stability to maintain that position. So again, from the side, pay attention that your forearms remain vertical to the ground. Shoulder presses. Watch that you don't really use your legs for this. It's not necessarily there's anything wrong with that. It might create some wrong patterns unless you use it in a very specific way. But when it comes to shoulder presses, the emphasis should be improving the capability of your pushing pattern in this upward direction. This was shoulder presses.